Welcome back. Here you are. Here I am. We're here together. It's amazing. All right. So this is day 3, Validation Nation. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at those 3. So I'm just getting my notes ready. Get my little thing closer so I can click through. Okay. What we want to do here is we want to make sure that the 3 topics, we're going to start to validate them and make sure that, all 3 or one of these is definitely standing out from the crowd. We want to start, our goal here is to really narrow it down out of these 3 topics that you've chosen that you feel pretty good about. Which one should you start with? Which one's going to be your MVP? And Validation Nation is all about that because we are going to make sure that one of your topics is going to be super kick-ass and make complete sense because people totally want it. All right. So we already know what you can teach others. We already know all of that. We already know now who sort of our audience is and who we really want to sort of attract. We have those 2 pieces. So now we're going to validate our ideas. All right. So what we're going to do is, why we have to do this is like a lot of people you'll think, okay, well, no, I have an idea and I really think it's going to work because it's awesome. Here's the thing. If nobody wants to buy it, nobody's gonna buy it, right? It's pretty straightforward stuff. So we want to make sure that there is actually demand, that there is actually people who want to buy this, because no demand, no students. So that doesn't work for anybody. So we want to make sure that there is a market for your course. We do want to make sure that before you invest in marketing, doing videos, spending time on worksheets, building a website where your course can be, like all the things that come with that, because here's what people do. They do all the things and like, oh, and then they try to sell it. Nobody wants it. So we want to make sure that they want it before we do all the things. We don't want to make assumptions. We want to have proof. Proof is in the pudding, baby. So we're going to go looking in the pudding. I don't know if that made sense. I feel like it might have, but we'll move on from it. Okay. So, we're looking for the proof. So we want evidence that validates our ideas, right? We want evidence that the course that we're about to create really makes sense. There's people that are really actually going to want it. So in order to make sure that we're actually validating this, there are 3 questions that we want to answer. Okay. One question, number 1, is what would someone pay for this course? Are they paying it now? Is there a course out there that's like yours? And you might think, no, there's no course out there like mine. That's why it's perfect. So I'd be worried about that. I would much rather there already be competition. I would much rather, even if it's a small amount of competition, I would much rather there already be competition out there with focus on one of your 3 topics. Okay. So out of the 3 topics that you have, which one of them is more popular? Like, let's rate them. Like, I want you to sort of rate most popular to least popular. What is the pain point that it's actually solving? So your 3 courses, what is the outcome? What would they actually tangibly get and achieve? And what would it mean to their world to have X, Y, and Z done after your course, right? What does that look like? So that's important. I want to make sure that we are actually covering something painful, like a Band-Aid, but not like like polysporin, because polysporin fixes the wound completely, right? Not a Band-Aid. Band-Aids are useless. So what outcome can they expect at the end, right? Like, so, like I said, what's the goal? What's the end point that, what are they going to achieve after taking one of these 3 courses? So out of those 3, now you can start to feel like, this one's feeling a little bit better. This one's feeling a little bit better. One of these should start to be standing out, but we got more to do. We got a little bit more work to do. How do we validate? So there's lots of ways you can do this. One is by talking to people, getting on Zoom videos, talking to your potential clients, asking them questions, doing surveys, right? That kind of thing. That's a lot of work and a lot of time and energy, but you can absolutely do that if that's what you feel like you should do. I am lazy, so I do things differently, but if you like to talk to people and want to have lots of conversations and do that, girl, I'm saying go for it. Because quite honestly, it's probably one of the best ways for sure. I do this in a different way, but I just only ask like 3 or 5 people because I'm too lazy to ask more than that. So it is what it is. All right. So here's how the other ways you can do this. I want you to go to udemy.com, udemy.com. So this is a place where anybody in the world can put a course on there and anybody in the world can take a course on there. Okay. So there's lots of different topics on here. So what I want you to do is search for some of your keywords from your topics, right? So search out your topic and see how many and if and who and what anybody's already teaching around that topic. So start writing some of this down. We're in research mode right now, and I love research mode. It's one of my favorite modes to be in. So let's go. So Udemy, do some research, see if anybody is already doing your course. And if they are, that's actually good for you. So don't be upset if they are. This is a good thing. We're going to talk about how you can stand out in a later session. So don't you worry about that. Then I want you to check on YouTube. Are these like topics people have already done videos on? Take a look. Who are they? Who's talking about them? So let's see if anybody is talking about them. And on top of that, are people commenting? Are they subscribing? Are they liking those videos? Are they important videos? That matters. I want you to browse Amazon. Are there books already written about this topic? Or are people writing books about this? What's in their table of contents, right? Like start doing some research on this. Another way is to go to Quora or answers.com, like those kind of websites, or Reddit, right? Where people are having those real discussions about this kind of thing. See if anybody's talking about your topic or has questions about your topic. And what are other people answering? Because it might actually trigger you to go, oh, that's actually really cool. I could include that. We always want to have a place where we're taking ideas just about the course in general. I also want you to go to like Facebook groups, okay? So in Facebook groups, you can search. There's a search within Facebook groups, and I want you to actually search in there. Are there even Facebook groups around this topic? If there's not, I got a problem. Okay, so we want there to be Facebook groups around this topic. And within those, I want you to search for more specific items. Or in bigger type Facebook groups, like a Woman in Business Network, you could search for things like if you are looking at doing a course on PR, right? So you can actually type out PR and see what questions people are asking about PR. Are there a lot of questions? Are there no questions? What's happening with that? Marketing, SEO, right? Like there's so many things. Copywriting, there's 1,000 things you can dig in and see what people are talking about. Are they talking about, maybe you like meditation, yoga, whatever your topics are going to be. We want to see if people are actually having discussions about these things on Facebook, whether it's within specific groups for that topic or whether it's in broader groups, but they're having sub discussions around those items. Okay. What are your most popular blog posts if you're blogging? I don't blog. If you're blogging. So if you're blogging, what are your most popular posts? Or when you do things on Instagram or when you share things on Facebook, which ones are standing out? Which ones do people care about? How do these relate to your 3 topics? Okay. So this is how we validate. We want to make sure that people give a crap about 1 to 3 of our topics. Preferably 1. We really want to start zeroing this down now to just the 1 that we're going to really focus on. So at this point, out of those 3, one of these should be, you should start seeing that one of them is clearly getting more attention than the others. And again, we want that to happen. Okay, so that's good. So that's what I want you to figure out though. That's the goal right now, is to figure this out. Right now, I would suggest your action steps right now or to get into 3 to 5 Facebook groups that sort of have your target audience, and maybe even do a poll, like even put your 3 topics in. What would be the most interesting to you? And see what people respond to. If you're allowed to put polls, some Facebook groups don't allow it, or even on your own Facebook page. I don't know if you can put Facebook polls on Facebook pages. On your profile, maybe on your business page. But try to poll or do a different, if it doesn't actually let you do the poll feature, just say, out of these 3 topics, 1, 2, 3, type below which one would be the most interesting to you. And people know how to type the number 1, 2, or 3. Okay. Do the research on Udemy and Amazon to see if anyone's already created these types of things, courses or books. Check YouTube for videos about this topic, and check if there are actually just Facebook groups about this topic or Reddit subsections about this topic. Okay, so that's it for this day's training, and I will see you in the next one.